Hi everyone, Sailor Neptune, Sailor SeaWorld here, Michelle here, and today I'm going to answer the other asking thing about, you know, why I have gloves that came from the Dollar Tree, and Hasbro shoes, and why I had no looking glass, no stand, no shape-shifting stick or whatever. It was the seller on eBay that we got this from. Either he or she either kept or lost the gloves. Now, we should be thankful that they even had the clothing, because they could have kept or lost that too. And you're thinking, oh well, someone had this since 2000 YL or 2001 YL though. And they either took out a box and played with it, and then over the years either lost the shape-shifting stick or they chose to keep it, lost or chose to keep the stand, lost or kept, the looking glass, lost or kept the Irwin toy box, and went, well, I don't want it anymore, but I either lost the other things or I'm keeping the other things, so let me go sell it on eBay. And that was the end of it. Now a lot of other folks might say, well, why didn't you go within the other sellers at that time, back in 2009, between the YL? And I'll tell you why. Because everyone else would have been selling it a lot more than that seller was. And I know there's a lot of folks out there who think that, eBay or Etsy, thinking that, oh, well, they're cheaper. No, they're worth a lot more than what I guess Deal Dash or Overstock would sell for it. Or whatever. Not really talking about worths here. We're talking about the gloves. So the gloves I got here came from the Dollar Tree. I bought them one day, and just luckily that they fit. I know they're not the gloves that Irwin Toy made for me, but it is what it is. And I went through sundry of shoes too. Now, believe it or not, a Mattel doll shoes, or I should really say, either a Mattel doll shoes or Hasbro doll shoes, will fit on a Bandai or Irwin toy doll. I guess at least these ones will. And a lot of ones I used to go would fall off every time I would put her on that book stand over there. Or they'd fall off and go missing somewhere. Then you had to seek them out. And these ones have really done neither of that. So yeah, those shoes, those are not the Irwin toy shoes at all. Those are Hasbro doll shoes that came from, Aldel and Jasmine doll that Hasbro made, and just luckily the shoes fit. As far as the stand goes, well, I do have sundry Irwin doll stands, but since these are Hasbro doll shoes and not Irwin toy doll shoes, yeah, it's not going to really hold her up that well. Hell, even when you have the right shoes, it still doesn't hold you up that well. Now when it comes to the looking glass that I believe would come with me, we haven't really gotten any toy or thing that could took the stead of the looking glass. So unless we happen to get lucky one day and seek something that does have a looking glass, then we'll have one, even though it might not be the Irwin toy one. And as far as the shape-shifting stick goes, it's not really a big deal. But couldn't really seek anything for that one. Now I know a lot of folks are going to say is what you see is what you get, and yes, the likeness did match up with what was bought. So it wasn't like the website had one likeness and then you got something else. No, it did match up, you know. So if you happen to have a Bandai or Irwin toy Sailor Moon doll, well, I'm thinking Irwin because, yeah, and Dollar Tree gloves will fit. A Hasbro doll shoes will fit. Some of them will be more hit and miss, but you will get it to work, you know. So, yeah, because for some time I was gloveless and I was shoeless, you know, and now I'm not. And I'm the only, so that's the way it is. And I could come up with all kind of beliefs over why some sellers on eBay or Etsy or whatever either choose to keep or lose the things. One, they have another doll that it might go to, which, yeah, they got another doll of me, but then if they got another doll of me, why would they want to keep the shoes and the gloves and a shape-shifting stick and a looking glass and the doll stand if they already have another one of me that has all those things? I don't know. Or they lost it. And keep in mind, those things are smooth to lose. I mean, the gloves, yeah, you gotta look everywhere for those things. Shoes, yeah. Looking glass, yeah. The doll stand, that's a harder thing to lose. But yeah, but not unlikely. So, yeah. So hopefully that answered the asking thing to why I, why I don't have the gloves that Irwin made, or the shoes that Irwin made, or the looking glass or stand or shape-shifting stick that Irwin made, either in 2000 YL or 2001 YL though. Sorry for that burp. So anyway, this is the end of the film. If you like this film, well, no, let me know what you think about, you know, the eBay seller either keeping or losing the gloves, keeping or losing the shoes, keeping or losing the looking glass, keeping or losing the shape-shifting stick, keeping or losing the doll stand, or keeping or losing the doll box. Well, another box has been thrown out, but whatever. Goodbye.